Kermit, you have a new movie coming out.
I do.
It's huge.
It's huge because it's on the big screen.
I know. I can't wait to see it. Can I ask you one thing, though, before I go?
Sure.
How does it end?
How does it end?
Yeah.
You want me to tell you how it ends?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to give the end away exactly, Stuart. But I will tell you that it is a Muppet movie.
It's a Muppet movie.
Chances are it's going to be happy.
It's gonna be happy.
Yeah,
you worked with Jason Segel this time
I
around.
did. You know, Jason is a gigantic Muppet fan.
I know.
Literally, because he's like 6'2".
So I heard also that he was very emotionally moved. Like this was a big emotional heart space for him to work with you, right?
Yeah. Well, he's been a big fan for a long time, and
I can relate because I'm feeling some of that right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I think you and I might even relate in a totally different way, though.
Well,
you know?
I think you're right because you seem like a deep frog to me. There's a depth in you.
Yeah.
There's an awakened presence there that I think is very interesting. And as a spiritual practitioner myself, struggling and clumsily so for many years, I wondered, do you have a spiritual practice? Do you have a path that's...
Well, I grew up in the swamp, you know, and like many people, I started out with sort of a basic idea of what spiritual was. When you're in a swamp, it has a lot to do with being connected to nature.
Yeah.
You know, but like most of us, you eventually sort of leave the swamp, you get out into the big world, and you get a whole different point of view, you know?
I love that. Bayou nature mysticism. I would actually like to study a little bit of that as well. If you ever feel like sharing anything with me.
Well, listen, it's easy. You just come down to the swamp, you find a nice quiet place, clear of all the alligators, you find a nice comfortable log, you get naked, like I always appear that way.
I love to get naked.
Yeah, get naked in the swamp, roll around in all the muck and the mire. Oh, you'd be surprised at what that'll do for your spirituality.
This is my new path. I mean, that really actually sounds like it very much fits my personality.
Well, it's also really good for your skin.
What comes to mind for you when you think of sex, God, rock and roll? I just picked my 3 favorite things in life.
Right.
And made the show.
That's true. I mean, they all sort of tie together in many interesting ways.
They do to me as well. What about you?
I mean, being a frog, who plays to a family audience, I don't talk about sex a lot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's interesting for frogs.
Yeah.
You know? Let me put it this way. Imagine being naked, jumping headfirst into the deep end of a pool filled with sort of a solution of maybe 70-30 KY in water with 20 of your best friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's life.
I think you got the picture.
That's the frog party we're talking about.
Yeah, it's called spawning.
Yeah,
we do that. We do that.
More that I find out, the more that I do feel froggish at my core. I feel that there is a commonality here. That
I'd have to say it might not be for everybody, but it's not a bad way to spend a nice spring evening.
Hey, what are you doing afterward? Because would you want to go get a plate of flies or something together? I mean, I know this awesome lily pad down on Silver Lake Boulevard.
Deep fried?
Deep fried
I am
flies.
with you, sir. I am with you.
Is there any other kind?
Let's do it. Hollywood's waiting for us. Let's go.
Let's hit it.
You want to see more? A lot more? Go to sexgodrockandroll.com. You can also follow us on Twitter